Hello everyone, what's going on? I'm Carlos. I'm a normal guy like most of you, trying to make wealth for my family. Recently, I looked into arbitrage, cryptocurrency arbitrage opportunities. Okay, so if you don't know what arbitrage is, basically, if somebody buy a lot of a certain coin in one exchange, the price is going to pump in that exchange, but it might not have pumped in another exchange. Or the other way around, if somebody sells a big amount, big bag in one exchange, the price might dump in that exchange, but it might not dump in the other exchange. So a lot of people look for these arbitrage opportunities to buy cheap after a big dump, or sell after a big pump and move the assets around exchanges. There's different kinds of arbitrages. You can kind of loop between three exchanges, but the most classic way of doing so is, for example, buy a certain coin on KuCoin cheaper and then send that coin to Binance and then sell a little more expensive on Binance. Of course, you need to take into consideration the fees to move the funds around. You need to take into consideration the liquidity in the order book. It's not as simple as what it looks like. There are a lot of things to consider. Okay, so I just thought, that's interesting, and I started looking into that, and I came across this website called KoinKnight. The website itself looks very good. There's lots of supporting data to suggest that it is profitable, but my experience was not the best. Let's see why. So, looking for arbitrage opportunities, I came across this website here, KoinKnight.com. You can try it out for free for 2 hours, and there is some information here. Basically, they work with many exchanges. I think it's based in India, so some of those exchanges are actually Indian exchanges. I wasn't able to do KYC with all of them, but I was able to open accounts and do my KYC verification with some of them, right? So they say that they have a API as well that you can connect with a bot. I'm not really familiar with how to deal with that, so maybe it's a project that I can work on in the future. But I basically signed up for 2 hours, and it looked promising. It looked interesting, but I didn't get the hang of it. I felt I needed more time. So I went ahead and I bought one of their plans, right? I think I bought the 90 days plan, which worked out. Let me see how much it was. Here we go. I spent $120 because I thought, you know what, 2 hours is not enough. I'm gonna play with it, and I'm gonna try to do some arbitrages. But didn't go very well for me. I don't know if I did something wrong. Basically, when I go to the login session, here we go. The other time I'm already logged in. I can go in on arbitrages, and they have different kinds of arbitrages: direct, triangular, loop, etc. And if you just don't select the volume thing, it's gonna give you random arbitrages. Look at this. It says that you can make $532, but there's not enough volume in the exchanges for that to happen. So without volume, it's basically a big BS. Okay, so if I click on with volume, then that's genuine. But right now, there's only one opportunity that would help me. That would make me 7 cents. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So I click here on track live, and when I click on track live, it shows the order book, and it's actually quite up to date. Yeah, and it shows the price that I would buy, the network that I would use to transfer, the trading fees, etc. Accounts for everything. Actually, now the profit went up to 48 cents. So it shows the order book, the buy and sell order book on KuCoin. I would have to buy it on KuCoin and send to Bitfinex and sell it on Bitfinex. So I need to check the liquidity. Is there enough liquidity on the other side? I tried, and most of the time I wasn't fast enough. By the time I managed to move the funds around, the liquidity was no longer there, and I lost a little bit of money or just broke even. I spent 2 or 3 days playing with this, trying, put some money on KuCoins, put some money on Binance, put some money on the main exchanges that they work with. so that I wouldn't need to waste that time at the beginning of the arbitrage process to send the funds, but it didn't work for me. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell. Thanks. If you go to their analytics, it tells here that they've made like $20,000 profit today in all arbitrages that they have suggested. And there's a bunch of data that suggests that it is profitable. And maybe if you use it, maybe if you know what you're doing, it might be profitable. If you use it with a bot, it might be profitable. But manually, I can tell you now, it is not profitable. You might make the odd $2-3 profit then with a little arbitrage, but you need to be very fast. In most cases, there are bots doing that job, right? So without a bot, that's really not. The website looks good and genuine. The data looks really nice. There's nothing wrong with looking for good arbitrage opportunities. I just couldn't figure out how to work it. Maybe it was me that was stupid, I don't know. But what I did, I looked up for tutorials on the internet, didn't really find anything very helpful. And then I went to their Telegram group and asked some questions, and they weren't helpful at all. So that was like 2 or 3 days after I had purchased. So I said, listen, it's not working for me. I'm not getting enough help. And I asked for a refund, and they refused to give me a refund and blocked me on Telegram. So you decide, do you think it's worth it? It might be. If it's working for you, let me know how, and I'm interested in making it work for myself as well. But for now, not good.